Hello everyone, it's Big Alski. Well, this is part 2 of day 1. This is right after the save. You know, I equipped the scythe to to fight the dogs here. You know, want to run up as far as I can, to make sure all the explosions are done. I don't want to sit there and try to fight the dogs with the rockets still coming on. Do a lot of on-landing 360s, a lot of shurikens, on-landing 360s. Usually because of the lag, I'll sit there and press my Y a little too early and like I'm going to flying swallow at them. But, just take care of the dogs. The scores can really change depending on if you, kill 2 or 3 of them at once and get the combo kills, or, do them one at a time. You could also slide Y into a Blade of Neridi, or whatever it's called, an NG3 for the dogs. But, switch over to the Dragon Sword with these guys and same thing. Just target, jump on their heads, and then, OT them. No big deal. So this next fight coming up, which is not really much of a fight, I could have chose to not skip this, or to skip this, on the video, but, it's part of it. I did want to point out that you could go through and, fight these guys. I did it on normal, not really knowing I was supposed to sneak through, just running through like an idiot. But pretty much on Ultimate Ninja and even Master Ninja, they kill you so fast. You could try to 360 Y with the scythe and get through a lot of it, but, it's pretty tough, and it's really not worth it for the points that you get, the hassle. You want to keep your life bar up, for the tank as much as possible. So one more guy. This is probably some of the most exciting action in a Ninja Gaiden game you can see.
Getting thermal readings from inside the smoke. Get out of there, Hayabusa. Regroup.
So now with the tank fight, I've got a decent health bar. Go take out the rocket launcher guys, or the first one, and then, I tried to do something a little bit different here. You could go around with the on-landing 360 with the Dragon Sword, followed by a Blade of Neridi. If you connect, you could do that with the Dragon Sword. With the scythe. You could equip the scythe and go around and just try to do the Blade of Neridi, XY, XXXY, or XXX, however it is, and take off the legs. But I wanted to try the XYY, just something a little different. As you can see, it does quite a bit of damage if it connects. And, try to slide through the explosions. You hear the sound that it's going to make, that it's going to explode. So if you can get your timing right, you can kind of go back and forth and do the XYY and slide out of the way. Now, of course, I mess it up as usual. I sit there and get down to really, really low health, and instead of trying something different, I decide to just kind of stick with it. Now when I am landing, I am holding my block just in case I am going to get hit, so I'm not taking the full damage. But right here, I just decided, let me just go ahead and go through this and, see if I can finish it. And this is kind of what I was talking about, how you could just, slide, XXY, or excuse me, XYY, and just kind of go back and forth. Now, the main thing that you want to do is not cut off the legs, because once you cut off the legs, a rocket launcher guy will appear. So, now that I've got them all to where I can cut them off, I start doing that, and I should have went ahead and cut off all 4, but we have the rocket launcher guys. Again, I thought I was going to die, so I just kept going through this, and just to kind of see what would happen. Another way that you could possibly do this is with the claws and the running YY. I've heard that seems to target the legs a little bit better than trying to chase it down with the scythe or the Dragon Sword. So that's an option. I didn't really try it on this time, but I've heard of some people doing that and having good success. So, cut off the legs, and then again, I'm just waiting for me to die. And so I said, well, let me go ahead and try to kill these rocket launcher guys here. And it's amazing. I screw up the whole thing and have a low health bar this whole time, and end up managing to get through this fight. But if you sit there and cut off the legs one at a time, it really makes it a little bit harder. Now, this is where I kind of messed up. I said we don't skip fights. I didn't think that there was another rocket launcher guy, but apparently there was. I thought there was only 4, but there's 5. And I ended up killing the thing. I almost went back and refought it just because I missed that, but I'm sure people will get over with. But I did, I guess, skip one enemy in the fight. So I guess you can't all be perfect. But go into this next fight, kill one of the guys, and then that's when the rocket launcher guys will come out. And again, we want to take care of the rocket launcher guys first. Again, you can either jump on their heads or target straight at them to Flying Swallow. Now again, I go to OT and it misses. And you think I would be smart enough to run away, but I still go back to try to OT. And that just pisses me off because it should OT whenever you want it to. I've died plenty of times trying to, get that OT. Again, some people say, well, just don't OT. But, that's part of it for me. So, switch back over to the scythe. Get the guys bloody to start the steel on bone chain. It makes, really quick work of all of this stuff. You can do it again with the dragon sword, but the reach is so good. And also, though, while you're doing your steel on bone, they can be shooting at you and killing you. Now this time I chose to UT with the scythe because I knew everybody was behind me. I might have missed out some OT points, but again, this is just about getting through it. Switch back over to the sword, and then try to target the beret guys, and then just take them out as normal. And then once I get my Nimpo, don't use your Nimpo if you get it earlier, because you'll only kill a few of the guys, and then you won't get a full health bar back. Wait until this next wave comes through. Not this one, but the one that just happened before you use your Nimpo. Because then you have to fight all the guys before, and then all of these guys too, with a really low health bar. So sometimes it's once you go through it a couple times and know when the best time to use your Nimpo or the best time to use your ultimate technique is, in order to either save your health bar or build it, or sometimes you just have to do it to get out of trouble. But it's just something that you figure out that works best for you. That's a missed X plus A. I was just going to try to flying swallow him to knock his shield off. But I'm going to show the claws here in a second that I was talking about. But here I'm just going to do the arm landing 360. You could do it with the dragon, with the scythe, but it doesn't pick up the enemies consistently like the dragon sword does. And sometimes the guys will fall out of it, and then when you land, they'll be waiting there to grab you and kill you. So here's the move I was talking about, the flying swallow with the claws. That's what happens when you just press, the Y like you do with the dragon sword. So what you have to do is whenever you flying swallow them, when you come back towards them, notice I didn't get any OT points there, but when you come back towards them, you want to press, like I pressed the thumbstick back to the right. I jumped on his head, came back at him left, and then went back into him right. And then that's when I get the kill. So, see right there. So now I have 3 enemies left. So I'm going to go ahead and, use my my claws to kill these guys, because the UT right now will kill the 3 enemies. Plus I have my claws ready for the, the alchemist whenever they come out. So, you know, you can try to, you know, do a strong attack, a Y, or a flying swallow into them to break their, you know, the little power or whatever it is that they have in their hands there. Or you can, you know, just X them if they're really close. So, you know, that's me missing, you know, and when you miss a move, you know, it can punish you really bad. See, missed again. And see, I knock them both down and still dog it. I mean, you know, that's the part about the reflexes sometimes, you know, it's, they're not always there to help me out when I need them, but, you know, again, we're just gonna, you know, use what we know and notice our surroundings and, you know, play smart about it, and, you know, you'll end up getting through it. So there, you know, I could probably fight a few more of them, you know, to get some OT points, but, you know, it's not even worth it. You know, just go ahead and nimpo them, because, again, one bad mistake and you have to start the whole fight over again, you know, from the end of the tank scene.
Watch out, they're on the roof.
So again, you know, the fun, you know, exciting adventure of the Cooney climb.
The executive office is up ahead.
And then this fight right here. This fight can be really annoying. Again, there's a lot of different ways that you can try it. The 360Y with the scythe is really a good move. You can see how it didn't pick that guy up. You just never know when it's going to pick him up. Now, you know, I jump back and forth a lot to try to get a sense of where all the enemies are, and then, you know, try to on landing 360. But the thing is because of the lag, you know, I end up pushing the Y, you know, too soon, and you know, end up acting like I'm gonna flying swallow or miss. But that XXXYY move I do, if it connects, you can really start your steel and bone chain. Now, you know, that really helps on, you know, fights like this. The downside to that is the guys will drop a grenade sometimes, you know, in the middle of your swing, and, you know, there's nothing you can do to get out of it, and it'll blow you up. But here I didn't do it. You could also, you know, go up the stairs and stay in that area and let them come to you, and maybe do the dragon sword, the on landing 360 into an Azuna drop. You can maybe jump on the head with the claws and do the flying swallow. You know, there's a lot of different ways you can do it, but, you know, it's just so frustrating with all the bombs going off and the lag, and, you know, missing what you want to do, and, you know, it looks like I really don't know what I'm doing, and, you know, maybe because I don't half the time, but, you know, I really want to get, and notice how I on landing 360. You know, you always want to on landing 360 if you're coming out of the air and you can't. That way you don't get grabbed. But anyway, you know, I really want to separate the enemies and see where everybody is, and, you know, to make it easier. Again, you know, new to commentating again, so I'm probably rambling some. You know, feels like I should say something. Steel and bone in the air to on landing 360. You know, that's very important later. I can't stress that enough. I'm sure there's a lot more efficient ways to kill these guys, but, you know, this is, you know, we're just trying to get through it right here. And I throw the shurikens just to make sure there's nobody hiding, because, you know, that's all you need is one guy to hide and end up killing you. You have to start the whole thing over.
Please, just... I've been waiting for you.
You know, this guy right here,
Let's dispense with
again, some different ways that you can do it is kind of run away and do an on-landing, hold Y, and let him come towards you, and you can, you know, like, you know, one hit him to death. But since you have the scythe, you know, again, just you know, jump away, let him come towards you. There I am. I missed my own landing. Missed it again, or missed jumping towards him. You know, I was telling my friend one time about all the stuff that I kept messing up and missing, and you know, it was frustrating. And he just asked me, "How in the hell could you have possibly gotten through this with all the problems you're having?" And you know, a lot of it's, you know, just determination and try it again. But you know, just learning what the game gives you and using it to your advantage. Now here, like I said, the on-landing 360 is a pretty easy way to kill him. I actually died one time. He ended up grabbing me with his, you know, whenever his hand turns red and he swings at you, and on Ultimate Ninja it was enough to kill me. But just, you know, X plus A back towards him, and then just on-landing 360 into death. And see, here's where I mess up. It's like, okay, what do I want to do? Do I want to XY? Do I want to XXY? And then I ended up just hitting him a couple times instead of just following up. That's what I'm talking about with, you know, my reflexes and, you know, processing everything so fast. You know, it's some of the stuff I'm just not capable of doing. But again, you know, hopefully these videos will just help people. You don't have to have the best reflexes or the best gaming skill, but you know, just playing smart and using what you know and what the game gives you, you can end up beating it. So, you know, here's the breakdown of everything. I actually beat my other score by just a little bit because the other time I lost a lot on time. But anyway, that's it for day one. We'll get everything uploaded here, and we'll see you for day two. Thanks.